Hi everybody, welcome to first stream in a long time. It's our first stream of 2015, which is kind of sad, but hopefully it sounds kind of cool. We're still rough over here. Hi, I'm Christopher Antista. This is
Dave Rudden.
Dave Rudden, and we're going to be streaming what today, brother?
Resident Evil.
Why are you in this? Why are you in this field?
This is where you pick the options for your quest or mission, what have you. But yeah, this is basically the biggest difference is you can play the game in widescreen as opposed to the 4:3. You can use an alternate control scheme, which is basically up is up and down is down.
Cats and dogs living together.
Yeah, but you can do the tank controls if you want. I don't. All right.
I've never played this. This originally came out on GameCube. This is a remake.
This is
a welcome one, in my opinion, because I have seen this in action as a GameCube player, and I thought it was pretty great. I kind of don't like the original Resident Evil. It needed an upgrade, kind of like this. I'm glad people. I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan anyway. Man, don't listen to me.
Because we have slight lag, I'm gonna put it on easy mode.
Yeah, we got a little lag. We're still ironing out the kinks here at Laser Time. I don't know when all of that will be addressed. I can't even look at the chat. I don't even know if anybody's here. Am I the only person left alive on Earth?
We have 10 viewers, according to that little thing at the top of the thing.
Where?
The little red bar at the top.
I can't see it. Don't pull back the curtain too much, David.
Sorry.
10 viewers, man. We crawled our way to the bottom.
And I'm gonna skip over this.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why is that? Did this receive an upgrade too? Is it? I want to see a little bit of it, just a little bit, because I think this is this got remade right away in the director's cut of Resident Evil,
no,
but
they never put in what they cut from the Japanese version, which was Chris Redfield smoking.
No, but the original intro to this was live action.
Oh yeah,
and abysmal,
yeah.
And that was taken out. Even in the PlayStation 1 era, that was removed.
I think.
They did. Director's cut, I think.
Because I remember the thing about
I don't know.
Director's cut was supposed to add in things that were cut, like Chris Redfield smoking, and in the very first cutscene when you encounter the zombie.
Smoking is wrong.
Yeah, the Japanese version had the zombie actually dropping a head on the ground, which you don't see in.
It's a little naughty.
Version.
I don't care for that.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the stream is going, guys. Sorry. Twitch didn't bother making an app that worked.
Here's Whisker and Chris Bluefield.
One door's red and the other's Bluefield. I'm going to keep the chat up and see. Say hello. And I can't tell. Twitch's app is fucking abysmal. We've been streaming for like 5 minutes trying to get it to pop up in the app. To no avail. Oh my god. Now just give it a start.
Alright, we've seen enough of this.
Give it the old start. Hey, I can see Hurley boy. Oh, great. Thank God I can't see this chat at all. Holy shit. How is this? I don't get how Twitch was valued at so much, because all they did was basically come up with an idea. Stream all stuff here. Any software? Nah.
Not quite your ordinary.
Never gonna get to the front page of Twitch with that attitude.
Fuck Twitch in its ass.
Where's Chris?
Jill, no.
And of course they re-recorded all this dialogue, so it's not awful.
No, we wouldn't know. We can't hear it.
What was that?
What is this?
No.
Hopefully, all right. Hopefully, I can see the chat.
I'm going with
again. Don't know.
Chris and I go a long way. All right, you two go. I'll secure this area. Stay sharp.
And ooh, we might have a special guest pop in. No, not one of those. Yes. Wouldn't be an RE game without door loads. Door loads.
So one of the
you could mistake this for a modern game.
Yeah.
Right, Davey? Hi, Angry Fruit Salad. I'll acknowledge people in the chat now. I can apparently see it. Yes, Prohibited. Jill, you are the master of unlocking. Dave, you are the master of unlocking. I am a mid-1990s voice actor.
Look at this.
Oh! Jill!
I guess Barry Burton is the Hank Hill of Resident.
No.
Hope this isn't Bobby's blood.
Jill.
Oh my God! It's blood. Oh man, the graphics look sweet, says Greg Rock. Don't forget ladder loads, he says as well. What up, Random Word Combo? He is alive in the chat. So hopefully we'll be streaming a lot more things for you. It's just taken a lot of time to get these things up and running for God knows why. Behind the scene, little inside baseball. We can't hear anything this computer is doing. We have to trust that it's happening. So I hope you're hearing me. Ratman Deuce says, I didn't recognize Diamond Dave without his beard. What do you mean? There's a little beard here. Look at that. There's some fuzz. There's some fuzz. Somebody's going to buzz my door at any minute. And I'm going to have to run. And you are playing here.
Yeah. Oh,
now,
I headed in the wrong direction. How
can the Xbox One do 60 frames a second at this point? I don't know if that's what people are seeing.
Yeah, this is 30. One of the controversial additions, by the way, is they added physics for Jill. See if we can get it. Yep, see, there you go.
Whoa, you mean titty physics?
Yep.
Let me see it again.
Kind of, I don't know. Jill was never really that sexualized, if I can remember.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure people would argue that now. There's the iconic shot. I love how this happens right away. Remember when games got started very quickly?
Yeah. No tutorial, like...
Yeah, dude, you won't find...
Press left trigger to aim at the zombie.
I don't think the last, like, several Resident Evil games have started this fast.
Yeah. Man, one of the things I kind of miss, like, when you don't have the tank controls, there's no backing up. So, like, whenever I did this part, because I played the original a lot, I would always, slowly back away because it's like to add a little bit of tension.
That is really pretty.
Alright, I'm gonna run.
I mean, I am not one who's super nostalgic for Resident Evil. I think the originals are kind of unplayable, and part of the great thing about their atmosphere is their technical limitations, but this is static camera survival horror games. Look at me, get nostalgic right away. Ratman 2 wants to see slow-mo on Jill's bosoms. Not in this stream. Never. You metaphors to slow zombies. I remember you.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Look at the lighting effects, man. That is really neat. Pretty. Fucking pretty. I did not expect that to be my reaction to, like, is this an almost 10-year-old game at this point? This is a 10-year-old remake. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't expect me to do my research. Somebody in the chat correct me.
Well, I think, what was it? Oh, yeah, we just passed the 10th anniversary of Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
So this is, like, the remake.
It had to have been after that.
No, remake was before 4.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. Stand corrected.
Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Greg Rock says, I'm playing Walking Dead Season 2 right now, and one bite is all you get in that. Indeed. And Random Word Combo says, the voice acting is really not that much better. Well, I don't think they were going to re-record the dialogue.
Yeah. They at least they got rid of things like Jill Sandwich. And...
I don't think you can get rid of that at this point. I mean, people would be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. 2002 says prohibited. Holy shit, really? 12 years old.
I forget what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Hey, thank you, Mellow Kuyo. Hey, Chris, I just saw the Ghibli Museum video. So good. Thank you. We just put that up, like, right before this. You can see a video walkthrough of the Ghibli Museum, which is super hard to get to. And, again, you cannot get tickets for it in Japan. It's this really weird thing where Japan puts a limit on foreigners they allow in the Ghibli Museum every day. So you got to buy your tickets ahead of time. I'm going to try and load up the stream again. Yeah, Greg Rock was in high school when the remake came out. I think was I? No, I was way out of high school. Oh, Christopher, you're not that young. Oh, how did you? I don't know. You're a big Resident Evil fan, Dave.
No, nothing.
From the get-go, from RE1.
Yeah.
So what did you think of this remake when it came out?
I didn't play that much of it. I never finished it. I got to, like,
We can search for him
a little bit after when you start meeting, like, the Crimson Head zombies.
I'll try the door on
And
the
it
other
kind
side.
of felt like a bit of a chore. And, like, I always hate backtracking in Resident Evil games.
I hate backtracking in
Getting
every
caught
game.
by zombies in a place you're backtracking to, and in this case they're stronger. That really, like... grinded my gears. So,
What'd you get? What'd you get?
It's the Master of Unlocking.
Listen,
Master of Unlocking.
something happens. Let's meet up in this hall.
How many more Japan videos are in the pipeline? Says Meloku. Plenty. There's not even half of them have come out yet. If I'm not mistaken. I might have to bring the Disney one into a two-parter. It's agonizing. I'm making them alone, and I'm not great at video editing. Apologies for being so late.
Let's see if they still have a cutscene for this. Oh wow! Now you actually fight them.
Nadia Metaphire says, hard to imagine the franchise went from this to Meathead Chris punching a boulder in a QuickTime event. Hey, you gotta evolve, man. You gotta stay fresh. The people wanted QuickTime events. Demanded them. So we're dealing with a small bit of lag here, and that should explain why Dave sucks.
I also forgot that... Oh man, I am dead already.
Smurf This Way asked, did they get the Wesker voice actor from RE5, 4, and 5 for this? I do have an answer for that.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Embarrassing. Everyone just saw that I got a You Died achievement.
Right, man, do 82 says, I'm with Combo. You guys made a... What did Combo say? I want to go to Japan now. Yes, well, Japan is an awesome place to visit, completely. And what we're kind of putting together is kind of, for lack of a better word, a geek's guide. I mean, there's plenty of beautiful flora in temples. You're just not going to see a whole lot of that in our video. You're going to see we got Akihabara coming up and Tokyo Disney Sea. You're switching characters.
I died. And
So you have to start all the way over?
yeah, there's no restart from your last whatever.
Man, you really do like this
Fixing.
game, Dave.
I shouldn't even bother checking that door. I just remember it was one of the stupidest reasons, like, for the game even happening, is that they're staying in this mansion because it's too scared to go outside because there are demon dogs, whereas there are a ton of demon dogs inside of the mansion, as well as zombies, as well as lizard creatures and the tyrant. So why is going back outside to face demon dogs such an issue? But now we'll see the very beginning of...
Prohibited says, you are dead, dead, dead. You thought you were so hot, but guess what? You're not.
Right?
You are dead, dead,
Where's
dead.
Barry?
I love that fucking song.
I always thought that Chris's side of the story should get more memes.
Random Word Combo says, I want to see the gigantic train station from Japan. Oh boy, are you in luck, my friend, because you will totally see that. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/LaserTimeNetwork.
I don't know if Chris's side of the story has, like, any popular memes. Like, all of them are on Jill's side.
Nothing
Master
I
of
do generates...
Unlocking.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. I don't care about your own personal
Nothing
side
I do
of this.
generates popular memes, I can assure you.
No, but
except telling people to go fuck themselves with a nail gun.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
apparently can get memed if you have an agenda.
Hey, when are you gonna make that T-shirt?
Daddle King 500 says, "Hey guys, there's a game on Steam called Lisa. It's like a darker and dirtier Earthbound that's way shorter. I don't know if you'd be interested, but I'd really like to see. Think Chris will like it. Maybe we'll take a look. I don't know. I would like to stream a lot more. It was just all kind of like we had to buy new equipment to get this up and running. As you can see, there's a tip jar on the Twitch page if you give a poop. Was that the door?
Yep.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Hold it down, Dave.
I will.
Narrate.
I am back into the hall with Chris Redfield. Will does zombie come out? I don't know. I don't have to face it. I don't even have a gun yet, so I'm gonna head to the hallway, and I'll read something while. Sort of this way. How do the other controls change the game? If I was not playing on a stream, it would be a lot easier. Not having 10 controls makes it pretty easy to run circles around zombies. Let's take my word for it, but when I first played this, I was playing as Chris, and I was able to kill the zombie just by stabbing him and running around and not getting hit. But you know what? I'm going to take this gun anyway for his meager 6 slots. Chris doesn't have to bother with any of this hall searching.
Damn right I don't. Ooh, I just shook the tape. Look at that. We got to get a more stable.
That's
that San Francisco earthquake. Okay, yes. But yeah, we need a more stable camera.
yeah. Can anyone
Write it down.
I'm trying to remember if there are any Chris Redfield memes from Resident. Like Jill has Jill Sandwich, Master of Unlocking. Hope that isn't Chris's blood.
It might be. It very well might be. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might have a special guest. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Raparas!
Don't cede it to me.
That's the thing.
Hey.
You can't see me, but I'm very much still here because we have all our mics working for the first
time. You
time.
can read the questions off.
Indeed. Indeed. Guess what we're playing, Michael?
Some dumb game for babies.
Yes, Overblood.
What a mean thing to say.
Okay.
Hope this isn't that robot's blood.
Hope this is not Jill's sandwich. This sandwich is the master of unlocking.
Thank you, Battle King. I hope you better not work for the Lisa people coming in here pimping that game so hard. Lisa, Michael. Apparently it's like Earthbound.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
They're like...
So have you had a chance to see this yet, Michael?
No, not the new one.
No? What do you think?
It looks like it did on GameCube.
Oh, come now. I think there's been some enhancements.
Well, it looks like my memories of GameCube, which is a pretty high compliment.
Which contain a lot less fog and a way lower frame rate.
Oh, I thought there was a zombie here.
I think there might be a zombie there depending on which campaign you're doing.
And I also picked for Babby difficulty.
Oh,
Babby difficulty.
Babby.
Hey, I gotta deal with like... Oh, there he is.
Oh my God.
I seem to think that there was, at one point, one just lying on the floor. Lying on the floor. He's come undone.
Random word combo. Ask, are we here to record
there
VGA?
we go.
I'll never tell.
Maybe.
No! That comes out on a different day.
Forgot this one has
we're live.
defensive items for when you're you suck
Ah.
like me.
Yeah,
He's not
don't
gonna give me
forget to
anything.
explode his head or he'll come back as a
I don't think we're gonna get
crimson
that
head.
far.
Oh, you're right.
And we're going to cut this short. This is kind of like a dry run. That's why we didn't promote it. I didn't even know if it was possible that we can do it. We can't even hear the game right now, nor
That's
can
true.
you see me. None of this was
Unless you're wearing
expected.
headphones.
God, this control scheme is... I'm still making that same mistake.
You didn't even
where-
know that camera was there.
Nope.
It was all just suddenly appeared.
Hey, there's a shiny thing. I wonder if it means something.
Oh, probably not.
That's just the map, I think.
It's just there to distract you.
I gotta like...
Oh, no.
I still think
that is
it's-
a thing.
Okay.
For 10 years ago, that was a pretty clever way to highlight, I don't know, highlight things you could look at. It's a little cliched now. I am curious to see how this holds up as a regular game.
It's the worst spot for that angle.
Where are you
Aren't I
trying to
supposed
go?
I'm supposed to push that towards the thing, right?
I don't think you can. I think there's some
getting
other way
sick.
to get up there. Like you need to push the statue over.
Right.
or-
You're right. No.
And yes, for those of you watching, Dave is our Resident Evil expert, and I apologize.
Hey! The last time I finished this game was 1996, so...
Ooh, Night Dehumidifier says, Dave is here. This must be the pre-Royal Rumble cheap podcast.
Yeah.
No, but I can't wait for that shit.
else
Keep
can I
on
go?
the Tonight Show
Where
theme
else?
song.
I will head upstairs. One of these things...
Yeah, the camera, the static camera angles are a little jarring.
Yeah.
You can keep moving 1 millimeter in one direction, and
Pan a little bit, don't they?
some of them do.
Yeah. I think that looks great.
Yeah.
And I think, like, the new control scheme actually works worse with the shifting camera angles.
And I know it's
Like Yeah, when you're running for a long time in one direction, it's fine, but, like, I instinctively change direction when I do.
What's different about the controls?
Well, like, I could still, if I still hold, like, in the direction that you want to go.
Ampiton asks, Dave, will you be disappointed if Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
He says yes. Why am I'm the one who's off camera. Smurf This Way asks, is this game worth buying if I have the GameCube version? If you don't want to constantly keep your GameCube hooked up, or maybe have it in Steam forever, possibly.
You want some of those sweet, sweet Chivos or trophies, this is the only way.
Yeah, you see, Dave got a Chivo just for losing.
Yeah.
Nice.
It wasn't embarrassing at all.
That's what Battle King say what you will about the controls. The game looks beautiful. I think there is a longevity we'll find, even though it's a cop-out and they're pre-rendered backgrounds. This still looks fucking gorgeous. Right? Am I totally alone in that? I know it's not completely 3D, but this still looks amazing.
Yeah. One of my favorite things in Resident Evil, like the old ones, is just like finding that perfect camera angle and just posing a person. Like,
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That one's going in EGM.
Well, I think
not that one. Not so much that one. Yeah.
Maybe you should do that against a wall for maximum. Okay. I thought that was a wall.
And the lighting is really good.
Yeah. Well, I think there's something about the static angles that it lets them put more detail into the frame. At least that's what my imagination says.
Yes, Ratman do, and trophies. Trophy support. Let us not forget about the multiplayer. That probably doesn't exist. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
There's leaderbroads.
Leaderbroads!
Those are important. That's what I want when I play RE.
I just watched the first episode of Leaderbroad City. Fucking great.
That show is great.
That show's amazing.
Fantastic. I watched it not knowing what to expect, and now I'm kind of hooked.
I love it. I nominate Ileana as the new Bugs Bunny. She's fantastic. All she does is pull the pants down of strangers and spits in their face. It's great. Love it. Bugs Bunny with a vagina. Excuse me, I'm holding up a jewel over here.
Yeah, I'm supposed to push that down, I guess. Oh. More stuff.
Let's go into doors and see what's there. Lots of daggers. I guess that's good because of Babby difficulty.
Well, I think those are in, like there's defensive items now to use when you're about to get hit.
Right, yeah.
And that's one of them.
I think the taser was my favorite.
So
this totally has to be pushed over. I think you need to find a gap.
Oh.
Hey, a friend!
If only we
recruit him to your party! Man, that was quite a spread. He pulled off a headshot straight from the chest.
I can't quite see where the gap is. I think it's right there.
There's never a game we play where people actually ask us questions about the game. And Ampeton is keeping it up. Speaking of Resident Evil, what'd you think of last night's Raw?
Not good. It was like a 3-hour show, 2 hours, or old wrestlers doing cameos.
Sounds like the kind of thing I'd be in for.
No. Not for 3 hours.
Yeah. I think it's just that everybody streams now, and the games are no longer the focus. Like, kind of weird side story. I'm working on a review of Saints Row: Gat Out of Hell, which comes out as a standalone this week. I already did a review of the Re-Elected package for IGN. Now I'm working on the standalone for the standalone thing. But I tried out co-op, and immediately it was clear that I had jumped into somebody's stream because it's like, this guy's talking, but not to me.
I've always hated when that happens because I have done that to people too. And what system are you on?
A PC.
It's really sad. You have to start a private party where you're alone, and nobody can join you.
No. And I was using IGN's press account, so somewhere out there's a streamer who is like, oh, hey, IGN PC, oh, hey, where'd my buddy go? What do you want to do now? Not actually talking to me. So I have no idea who it was. It's probably someone famous.
Wouldn't know. Streaming fame eludes me. Because nobody watches our fucking YouTube videos. So go to youtube.com/laser.network, and I just put up a video of the Studio Ghibli Museum, and it's beautiful. It was really hard to make. And I had fucking snuck a camera in and took some shots I wasn't supposed to. So I technically have committed an illegal act, and I guarantee Japan will probably want me to take the video down.
I can't believe that there's anything in Japan you're not supposed to photograph.
I will.
I mean, if anything, 1980s tourist stereotypes have taught me, it's that.
You can't see me on the. I'm Chris. I'm off off camera right now. I thought I was filming with my selfie stick. If you've seen the videos, you know why. I'm filming myself talking. And in Disneyland, they're like, you can't do that here. And I'm like, I can't photograph myself in Disneyland? Fuck you. Like, I only know this place exists because I've seen it on YouTube. So I kept doing it, and then finally someone got to me. No, it's selfie sticks that are banned because certain people can't be trusted in public in Japan with selfie sticks because skirts.
Wow.
Yes, so they have a ban on selfie sticks, not cameras. But I did it anyway because I'm a.
Didn't those just come out, or have
no, they've been around forever. I mean, I mean, before they were selfie sticks.
I've only noticed people talking about them recently.
Before they were selfie sticks, they were upskirt sticks.
Oh, I see.
That's been around forever.
That's gross as hell.
Night Dehumidifier says Chris versus the Nation of Japan, a better versus story than Scott Pilgrim.
What's Japanese for "you can't shoot here"?
Ampetent says, Chris, how many upskirt shots did you get? Only one, because I was wearing wide boxers that day.
Nice. You like a comfort fit?
Yeah, I hope you like. I hope you like what looks like a pink elephant looking down at you.
Ugh.
Nothing new for those of us who've gone to Games Radar parties.
Those days are over, my friend.
I know.
I'm going to need to see some money in that tip jar if you want to see my testicles. I will get us banned at our inaugural soft launch. That was a great fucking shot. I kind of do love these static camera angles.
Yeah, let's talk about the game some. Oh, corpse code. Let's be one of those streamers who has to read everything that's on screen. Because our audience is illiterate, apparently.
Yo, that herb, dog.
That is way off model. I've never thought
What?
the herbs were that big in Resident Evil. Look at it. It's almost half his height.
Pretty huge. Wow, that is pretty fucking big.
Those are some dank nugs, bro.
And I hate that I can't combine them.
Impotent says, remember when you tweeted a picture of your piss stream? Yeah, and like the phone cut off the part where my dick was in the shot, so I thought it wasn't. And instead it just it just looks like this little little flesh colored semicircle with urine coming out of it. Just ever so much dick.
Gross.
It'll never happen again, people. I'll be banned from Twitter immediately.
You definitely tell him playing on baby mode because of all the green herbs.
You know,
Holy shit,
green
that is a
herb
lot.
right next to a dead zombie.
You walked
The
into a
game killed the zombie for you.
Token Girl SDFU, what up? I talked to Token Girl just a little while ago for a podcast I think went up today. Podcast and bullshit. I'll tweet that out a little later.
Oh, this thing is such bullshit.
Yeah, I forget.
Amberton asks, how come Diana has never been on a stream before? Michael.
She's never voiced an interest. She doesn't like video games. She'd be confused and say things in a question-like voice.
Chris knows all about the herb. I don't, actually. Although I did get a nice pack of caramels.
Yeah, if I remember this right, if you take that crest and you need to replace it with something.
Is it key-shaped?
I don't know.
You have to take the crest and replace it with a Colgate.
There you go,
try it and see what happens.
I don't even have a spot for it
Because
yet.
it's a pretty cool trap.
Oh, I take back everything I said about this game. I don't want to play this at all. I forgot about inventory management.
And I'm playing as Chris, who has 6 spots instead of Claire's or Jill's 8.
Lame.
And every time you want to open a drawer as Chris, you have to find a tiny little key instead of the
Right. Jill just opens everything automatically because
with their Jill sandwiches.
Oh wow, Jill was the original.
Oh, look at that zombie's bald. That's new.
Yeah.
Journey Essay says Babby mode. Say it ain't so. No, we're dealing with a very small amount of lag. So like, I don't know if you ever watched that stream with Michael and I playing Mario Kart. And we're like, why do we suck at this? And it was just like a fraction of a second worth of lag made the game. We could not play it at all.
Yeah.
Really, we just kept sucking.
That's our story, and we're sticking with
I played the game for hours the night before, and like it worked fine. And then I get in here now, like, why am I not steering correctly? Because
why do I keep falling off the side of the road?
Yeah, we're literally watching what you guys are seeing, so it's just about a second off.
Yeah. I have no idea where the heck
Did you take your California medicine to Japan? Says Melakuyo. Fuck no. If you haven't heard about that, like Japan has a very no-nonsense tolerance like policy on drugs. You never bring any drugs.
They throw you in Turkish prison.
They do.
If you get arrested in Japan.
That's right. And you end up masturbating to your girlfriend's tits through a glass window. It's horrible. That's a reference nobody will get. 90 humidifier says God hates lags. Yes. Put it on a rainbow sign. I love it.
This game does need like that Final Fantasy VII style Mickey fingers pointing to where exits are.
Bring, 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 bring.
Yeah. That's a Final Fight style finger.
My bad. You know where my priorities lay. Never been a Resident Evil fan. Never thought it was that great. Don't understand the fandom.
It used to be like one of the biggest series ever. Like it was the template for a whole army of clones.
I think it was Babby's first horror game.
No, kind of. Well, it was like there hadn't really been
And it was amazing for that.
successful horror games prior to Resident Evil.
Well, I played Alone in the Dark on the PC a bunch, so I was none too
I
impressed.
said successful horror games.
Yes.
Trying to remember if there's any like other survival horror games that landed with as much of a thud as Overblood. Like, it seems like at least everything else made it out of these like the 32-bit generation.
You think so?
I recognize that title, but I can't put a game to it.
Is it a Dreamcast game?
No, it was on PS1. I think there was an Overblood 2, but it was awful. It was the first like post Resident Evil survival horror game I remember playing, and it like takes place in a lab, and there's like you have like a robot helper. It's kind of like J5 from Blank Man.
Holy shit.
What else?
I'm a crime fighter.
The main guy kind of looks like Barry Burton.
Okay. That's. Ragnarok says, "Oh, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now, and it's not as time-consuming as I thought it was gonna be." I think you have a lot of free time.
I kind of feel that way about Dragon Age Origins.
Origins or Inquisition?
Oh, Inquisition.
Inquisition. That's how I feel. Like that was way too many fetch quests for the first 10 hours of the game.
I enjoyed it.
I don't know.
I'm
not
about 12 hours in or something.
I'm just not. I did like the premise and some of the lore in politics, but it was really up its own ass with that shit. And I need to get a message to my wife. My dad needs medicine.
Yeah, I have kind of gotten tired of scrolling through text windows every time I find a landmark or anything. It's like, is this important? No, it's just a poem. Okay, fuck it.
I thought I remembered getting most of my information in Mass Effect by talking to the people in the world, rather than. In some of it required a little excess reading, but this is like all reading if you want to get like the intrigue.
Well, it's like if it's interesting or germane to something that's going on, then okay, I'll read it. But like, I think in the first area you explore, the hinterlands, there's a bunch of stuff about like the warrior queen Turda of the Avars. It's like, this has nothing to do with anything.
Nope.
Maybe it'll come up later, but I don't care.
Yes. That's probably just a reference to some obscure trophy you'll unlock later. I don't know.
This is one of the writers whose job it is to do flavor text, saying, "Hey, why don't I do an epic poem and just break it out across this world, and you have to discover stanzas of it." And I say, "No, thank you. I appreciate the effort."
I want Dave to jump in there with a George Costanza reference, but I'm not seeing it. Come on, man. I can't be your punter study forever. One day I'm gonna. Come out your shadow.
Understudy.
Somebody said they wanted to be Dave's understudy. I'm like, that's beautiful.
Nice.
Everybody keeps yelling at you to move the dresser in that one room.
I know.
That's a foot locker. Don't call it a dresser.
I think you can.
Maybe
you can move it.
I thought what I had to do is like just have it slightly ajar from that. Opening, and then I can push
grabbing it from the front.
No, you can't do that in Resident Evil games.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is some footage.
The thing nailed into the mansion must be connected to the mansion somehow.
See, I feel like I'm supposed to just do a little bit there, and then I'll have. But then this fucking camera angle.
I know. I'm not saying you can't love Dragon Age Inquisition.
That's what I had to do.
Nice.
Oh, that was the dresser.
I want to be clear. I am loving Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
I'm really into it now.
I want to be desperately, but I have like 2 hours a night to play a game.
Map of the mansion. I do not need this. Remember this like the back of my head.
Like the back of your head? Nice.
Guys, I say we gotta go get food.
Yeah.
Because we have other things we need to do.
Was that English? Like record a podcast is what I was trying to say.
I wanted to make sure we get a plug-in for Laser Time this week. Really fun. The surprising origins of your favorite things. Just these weird aspects of pop culture and accidental inventions, and characters were created in ways that weren't like you thought. Whatever. It's just if you like pop culture, you're gonna dig the fucking show. Bob Mackey's our guest. It's a little longer than normal. I know. I really want to plug last week's episode, the classical cartoon quiz, because that made me laugh a bunch. Diana put a name and a face in it to a bunch of songs we all kind of know by heart. God damn it! Did she like how that came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. and I want to get
my mom listened to it.
Did she really?
Yeah, she started to.
Holy shit. She must hate me. That's right. Blah, Mackie. And like fucking for some reason, 20 minutes in this week's Laser Time on The Simpsons itself. We should have a new VGA for you, a new Cap Crisis. And I just put up a video for the Studio Ghibli Museum, which is kind of a tough thing to get into, even when you're in Japan. So I'll tell you, if you wanted to go to Japan and go to it, there's some instructions on how to do that. But if you think that'll never happen for you, hey, come on this little walkthrough. Otherwise, you might not see it. Again, thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to lean in on Michael's mic. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Sorry we couldn't show you more in RE. We will see you sometime soon, I swear.
Chris is shooting out the camera.
Bye! Oh.